How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Steinsgate, Linear Bounded Phenogram. Last time we were here, we saw that Faris and Suzuha had gone out on the roads, and Faris was acting very, very strange. Unfortunately, she's like a pressure cooker. She's got a lot of pent-up stuff going on, and like she needs it to keep things running smoothly in her life. And she's found a balance with the Faris persona and her like more official lifestyle, and kind of trying to make them work. And then she decided to take up this chat noir facade because it's kind of a way to like have a cute outfit to try and make things in Akiba better, and ultimately just giving her a chance to try something different. Unfortunately, the animosity of the costume made her start releasing some of that pressure in odd bursts that were very, very unhealthy looking. But at the same time, her and Suzuha have now had a really strong bond, except they have a slight miscalculation where Faris assumes that Suzuha's story about being from the future is kind of a Chunobyo type of thing, which it is not. So, yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I think it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, but it's time for us to jump into the next morning where I think Suzuha is doing push-ups or something after they've had their little sleepover. But man, they really bonded well. Like, I'm not sure if they're implying that there might be a like more romantic connection between the two, or if they're just going to be best friends or sisters or whatever. but Faris is becoming very attached to Suzuha. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go and how it's all going to play out. But yeah, let's just jump into it and see how it goes. When I come to, I notice that Mane-san's not in bed with me anymore, just as I begin to wonder where she went. I find her in the living room.
何してるにゃ見てわかんない腕立て伏せだよ腕立て伏せ
Yep. Just keep yourself in good shape, man. The clock reads 8:38. I should take a page from Suzuha's notes. I need to start exercising more.
よし
Ah, she's already dressed up and everything. Amane-san hops upright and grabs her towel. She's already in her costume. Wouldn't that make it oddly sweaty, though? Ugh.
ずいぶんとお寝坊さんだね黒木さんが朝食の準備をしてくれてるよ
Wow. I dragged my body out from under the covers.
いつも何時に起きてるにゃ6時かないやこっちに来てから寝坊するようになっちゃってね
That's pretty late for her, but the other thing too is like she's a morning person. Like, I can't do morning. Like, I do mornings so that I have to, but my goodness, it's my least favorite part of the day is waking up. 6 is late, huh?
それにしてもいいもんだよね朝起きて隣に誰かがいるって
Aww, that's so cute!
フェリスも10年前を思い出すにゃ前いたところじゃ寝床に人がいないってことはもうこの世にいないってことだからさそんな気分にならないで済むってのはいいよね
Aww, that'd be so sad. My cell phone flashes, alerting me to a new message. Oh, so I have to do this. Fair. Uh-oh. That can't be good. That's probably a Gmail right there. Oh. Oh no. No, D-mail, sorry, D-mail, not Gmail. What am I saying? Gmail's an actual thing. Stupid. Help nah. Okay. What the heck? My mind goes blank as I confirm who the sender is. And the time, 8:41. Wait, what? Is that the date we received it? Because like normally, like in the last one, it was like the time was also like the date and time was the sent, but that would mean that we sent it like 5 minutes from now. That's really, 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 really near future. An email from myself. Save Na. I'm pretty sure that Na is Tanoji-san's daughter, but what's up with the sender?
どうしたのボス
Amane-san notices my strange behavior and peeks at my screen from behind me. I can tell she's as taken aback as I am from the sound she makes.
これ何 何?
Don't know.
フェイリスが聞きたいにゃ。
So somebody just tried to change a world line. Whether it'll succeed or not, that's the question.
苗って苗だよね。いたずらだとしてもフェイリスからのメールって何なのにゃ?
Yeah, that's really, really weird.
とにかく行ってみようよ。苗に何もなかったとしても確かめたいよ。
Yeah, no, better safe than sorry. If I ever get an email from my future self, I'm gonna be freaking out. Alright, let me get ready.
シャノワールの出動だね。
Yeah. It all went down the alley right by the lab. Amane-san is the first one to notice, pointing at the junk shop. She whispers in my ear.
ボス、あれ?
Oh no, what is it? And who on earth sent it? Oh my god. Okabe's a lizard man! What the fetch? Oh my gosh, this can't be real. This can't be real. My whole body trembles at the sight. I can feel myself getting hot, my blood flowing in the reverse direction due to being overpowered by the immense feelings of pleasure. This is what Amane-san and I were after this whole time. It's wearing a trench coat and a fedora and an anachronistic sense of fashion, to be sure. Its whole body's covered in scales, its skin a moist green, bright red eyes and giant fangs poking out of a wide mouth that stretches from ear to ear. The lizard man. But what is it doing peeking into a junk shop? Is it going to eat the owner or something? I signal to Amane-san with a wink, and the two of us slowly creep up behind it. We charge at it together. That's an interesting picture. Just very prominent. The lizard man is caught by surprise. Almost instinctively, it crouches down and manages to dodge the two of us completely. Like in this picture, I'm starting to doubt if it's Okabe, but like in that first one, it really looked like Okabe. By missing the target, I create a small opening for the creature to take advantage of. Fortunately, Amane-san's crazy athletic abilities prevent that from becoming a problem. She circles around in the direction the beast's running in and snaps her fingers in an intimidating fashion. I come up from behind and tackle it, unveiling the cat's claws that Mayuri-chan hid from me within my gloves. Okay. The lizardman lets out an unusual cry and squirms, just barely dodging my cat claws. Amane-san is able to take advantage of the brief opening of the creature's guard and grabs it in a Nelson from behind. The lizardman wriggles to get free. My gaze is drawn to its creepy red eyes. Those eyes. I've seen them somewhere before. It's freaking Okabe! Because that's freaking... Oh my gosh. What is happening? What is happening? And just then another lizardman emerges from the junk shop. Sounds like they're bound, like they're like tied up or something, rather than actually being lizardmen. I recognize this new one's eyes too. They're red, but I clearly remember whose creepily moving eyes those are. I get it now. Both of these lizardmen, they're... I take my goggles off and speak as I look at both of them. What is happening? Oh. Needless to say, the atmosphere in the lab is unusual. Okabe-san and Makise-san are both sitting on their knees on the floor. Daru-san, who was up all night, is casting a cold glare on them. Amane-san and I both look down at the two of them with our arms crossed. We originally came here because of the email I got about Nae-chan, but apparently now's not a good time for that. According to Amane-san, Nae-chan's currently helping Tanoji in the shop and can't be disturbed. We've confirmed her safety, for now at least, but that doesn't mean we can relax, not until we figure out what the email is all about. That's why we've decided to get some answers about the whole Lizardman thing while we wait for Na-chan to finish up.
それにしても
Mm-hmm.
この特殊メイクすごいにゃ。質感といい貼り付け方といい、ちゃんと喋れたり顔の表情が作れるようになってるにゃ。
So was this all a ploy to try and like fulfill their wish to be superheroes?
目はコンタクトかな。口の裂け目はよく見るとうまくごまかしてあるよ。
What the fetch? What is what? Why?
そうだろうそうだろう。このメイクは映画学校に通っているジャンク屋の親父のせがれの友人の弟の傑作なのだ。完璧でないわけがない。
オカリン反省が足りないよ。僕たちにも黙ってるなんてひどくね。
Yeah, what was the point?
悪いなダル。これは選ばれし者のみに与えられた崇高なる任務、すなわちオペレーションガーランドなのだ。この不法隠居魔を置いて他に誰が確実に遂行できるというのだ。
Right.
こんな恥ずかしい格好を真由里に見せるわけにはいかんと言ったのはあんただろうが。
What is happening? Such a good voice actor. The door of the lab suddenly opens up and we all turn to see who the new arrival is. Standing there silently with her hand still on the doorknob is Kiryu-san. Her eyes wander around the room almost as if she's feeling guilty about something. The last people she sets her gaze upon are Okabe-san and Makise-san on the floor. Kiryu seems to have gotten a grasp on the situation. She then immediately steps back outside the door and closes it as if nothing had happened. It's pretty obvious from her reaction that she's involved with this whole mess. Doubly so since she's with Okabe-san in his part-time job. I signal to Amane-san.
すずにゃ、頼むにゃ。オキドキ。
What?
それで一体どうなってるか説明プリーズ。
I agree. Kiryu and Okabe are freaking what is this? I like the trench coat and the gloves look though. That's pretty cool. Like if she wore a lizard, like that would be a fantastic look for Kiryu. And Okabe looked pretty good, but dang. That'd be a good look for Kiryu, but I just the lizard thing. What is this? Kiryu-san now joins Okabe-san and Makise-san on the floor. The three of them look up at us, defeated expressions on their faces.
実はアルバイトとしてブラウン管工房の店長さんに手伝わされたのよ。ほら、家賃を滞納してるじゃない。それでトカゲ人間になって都市伝説を広めてこいって。
Why?
トカゲ人間ではない。ザ・リザードだ。混沌の闇より生まれし孤高の魔人だと何回説明させる。
Right. Okay.
はいはい、リザードね。
ザ・リザードだ。
どっちでもいいんじゃ。
つまり3つの都市伝説のうち爬虫人間については店長にゃんの自作自演だったにゃ。
That is really weird.
いえ、すべてよ。
Oh, all of them were made by him? Why? Maybe it's because maybe the third rumor in truth. Remember, the third rumor had to do with people vanishing in the street, where we kind of know that in this world line, the Rounders have the base, you know, underneath the culvert. I'm guessing that there were rumors going around about the culvert, and so he decided to counter those rumors by trying to have them spread other rumors, including rumors about the culvert, intending for them to get caught. And maybe that's why Mocha's involved, because Mocha's supposed to write an article exposing the whole thing as a big prank and making it so that all the stuff that people have been hearing gets validated. That would actually be a really clever way to try and like be mysterious and like keep people from asking questions. Ooh, I wonder if that's really what it is. Like, if it is, I'm very impressed. I think that'd be a really interesting way to try and solve the problem, especially in Akiba. Like, that works really well for a place like Akiba.
すべて？
ええ、トカゲ人間も UFO も人間蒸発も全部嘘だったの。
But I do think, unfortunately, that Okabe and Kurisu seem to be working with SERN in this one. Like, this world line... Oh, lies again. Ooh, that's not good. I think this world line is the world line where Mayuri never gets shot because Okabe and Kurisu get recruited and they just accept it. Maybe she was never even threatened in this world line. I mean, she could have been. But if she was, they accepted without, like, resorting to her dying. Or, like, it just transpired a little differently.
桐生萌香はさっきどうして逃げようとしたの？
カメラマンよ。
She's the camera woman?
秋葉原回帰マップ用の写真にゃ。
Kiryu nods apologetically. Great. Of course. You can't just talk to us. Why not? The owner asked me to help, so... Mocha.
店長にゃんが裏で糸を引いていたってことは、これは組合が仕組んだことにゃ。
正解。秋葉原全体を使ったオカルトイベントを企画してて、イベントの集客を増やすために噂をでっち上げたの。
Why wouldn't they tell her that, though?
それならそうと、私たちにも言ってくれればよかったじゃん。
だって恥ずかしいでしょ。こんな格好。みんなには見せられないし。
Maho would definitely have a concern or two.
周知プレイはは
Shush you.
黙れ変態。
それにミスター・ブラウンには口止めされていてな。
Aww.
言ったら家賃が3倍にされてしまうのだ。
He always is saying that, though.
あの電球頭、今度会ったらただではおかん。
Sure you will.
店長、ウィース。
Oh, no!
うっそー。
That's really, really good. Suzuha, you're hilarious. The atmosphere in the room had finally lightened up again, but even as the truth of the urban legends had been revealed, I still found myself frustrated. The adults are doing it again. Everything is a lie, lie, lie. They never once mentioned anything about this event at our meetings. They were scheming behind my back the entire time. They probably kept it a secret from me because they knew I'd say no. That's why they went out of their way to make sure these rumors spread. Those spies must have been watching us to make sure we didn't get in their way.
ねえ、ボス。
Mane-san whispers to me, my mind still trying to piece things together.
店長、きっと今頃は私が遅刻したって思ってるよ。そろそろ苗に開店準備させるんじゃないかな。本当に一人で店の外に出てくるにゃ。覗いてみる？ちょっと待ってほしいにゃ。
I turn to Okabe-san and speak loudly enough for Makise and daughter to hear.
ちょっと聞いていいにゃ。
何でも聞くがいい。
今朝、フェイリスにメールをくれたにゃ。
Right.
メール？いや、今朝はずっとメイクで忙しくてな。まだ着信の確認もしてないぞ。
I glance around the room, but Daru-san, Maki-san, and Kiryu-san eyes are telling me they don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I figured I'd ask just in case.
それならいいにゃ。それじゃあ、私たちはちょっと用事があるからこれで。
Yeah, have fun. The two of us take our leave while remaining lab members excitedly chat about the special effects makeup. It is pretty good though. As we make our way downstairs, we see Nai-chan sweeping the main road in front of the Braun Tube Workshop. Just according to plan, Hamane-san and I exchange winks.
あ、バイトのお姉ちゃんと猫のお姉ちゃん、おはよう。
Ohayo.
ウィース。おはよう。って猫のお姉ちゃん？あれ、私。
crap, I forgot to put on my goggles.
油断大敵。
Suzuha, not now.
気をつけます。
I put my goggles back on.
バイトのお姉ちゃん、お父さんが怒ってたよ。遅刻しちゃダメだよ。ごめんごめん。掃除変わるよ。
Nai-chan hands Amane-san the broom and she looks up at her, her eyes twinkling. She's clearly been wanting to say something to us.
ねえねえ、その服、昨日駅前でチラシ配りしてる時に着ていたやつだよね。
Oh, she was there? She's apparently excited to see them up close. Her cheeks rise as she carefully examines our outfits.
これってもしかしてコスプレっていうもの？
Kinda.
コスプレとはちょっと違うかな。私は秋葉原の守護戦士シャノワール。こっちが相棒のシエラ。よろしくね。
Aww.
いいなぁ。ねえねえ、触ってもいい？
Carefully, yes, I think.
もちろん。たっぷりねっとりどうぞ。
Nai-chan places her hand on the surface of the bodysuit, enjoying the smooth texture as she draws circles with her fingers. I quietly crouch down and lean in closely.
ところで聞きたいことがあるんだけど、ちょっといいかな？
She's doing a really good job. Aw, Faris is good with kids.
何？最近困ったこととか怖かったことってなかった？
That's such a good way to ask a kid.
怖かったこと？誰かに見られてるとか、後をつけられてるとか。あ、それならいっつもだよ。
Wait, what?
相手誰だかわかる？うん。誰？お父さん。
Oh.
2階に人が増えたでしょ？だから私に変なことを教える人がいるんじゃないかって心配してるの。
You know, with Daru around, it actually might be a thing. Wait, the second floor? That's us!
店長過保護だからな。他は？ないよ。
She doesn't appear to be lying. She's not being defensive either. Maybe the message meant something else.
おいおい、うちの娘に変なこと吹き込んでんじゃねえぞ。
Lightbulb head, Nai-chan's dad, Tanoji Yugo-san, emerges from the shop. He's one of the executive members of the union and likely culprit behind all this occult business. I can tell he's surprised the minute he sets his eyes on me, but he quickly composes himself. He comes over and stands in front of Amane-san and I, an innocent expression on his face.
バイトが遅刻してるから何があったと思えば。これまたおかしな格好してんな、お嬢ちゃんたち。
Yeah, that's something. His eyes are disgusted as he evaluates our costumes from top to bottom.
うちの娘に真似させないでくれよ。
まるで初めて見たような口ぶりね。
あ？
知らないと思ってるんですか？尾行のこと、オカルト企画のこと。
Careful, Faris, careful. Tanoji-san places his hand on top of his on his sunlit head and clearly wondering what to say.
バレてたか。ま、噂を捏造するなんざやりすぎだよな。でも、良かれと思ってやったんだ。ここは協力しちゃくれねえか。
それは会合で言っておくべき言葉です。
だよね。
Caught between a rock and a hard place, Tanoji-san gently caresses Nai-chan's face. She's been watching this whole thing go down, and it almost feels like he's trying to assure her that we're not fighting. He glances at me. Is he legitimately trying to convince me of his innocence, or is he just trying to change the subject like always? The answer is the latter.
そういや、おい、バイト。
His new target is Amane-san.
おめえ、本当に今日でバイト辞めちまうのかい？
Wait, what? What?
最初の約束じゃ今日までだったが、どうだ？苗のためにももう少し続けてみねえか？
Crap. She probably is gonna go.
ちょっと店長。
Oh.
秋葉原を出てどこへ行くかは知らねえが、そう急がなくてもいいと思うぜ。
This is not a good way for Faris to find out, man. Oh no. I unconsciously turn towards Amane-san. She averts my gaze. Another lie?
せめて夏休みの間、いや、1週間でもいいからよ。
Amane-san keeps staring at the ground. She's avoiding eye contact, not letting me read her true feelings.
ダメなんだよ、店長。
どうして？
私は今日行かなくちゃならないんだ。どんなに遅くても未明までに。
わからねえな。
本当にダメなんだ。
Okay.
そうか。残念だ。
なんで黙ってたの？一緒にいてくれるんじゃなかったの？
なあ、猫の嬢ちゃん。
あなたは黙っていてください。
Oh no.
おう。
どうして言ってくれればよかったのに。言えなかったんだ。任務なんだよ。今日じゃなきゃ取り返しがつかなくなる。
Why?
任務？何それ。真剣に話してるのに。え？ちょっと待ってよ。信じてくれたんじゃなかったの？
Oh no.
それとこれとは話が違う。どう違うの？ボスもルミホも結局は私の言葉を信じていなかったんだ。
Oh crap. Well, this kind of backfired a bit.
悲しいよ。
Oh.
それじゃあ信じればいいの？
Oh no. No, no, no. This is... No.
そういう問題じゃない。ならどうしたら残ってくれるの？それも無理。おかしいよ、今日のボス。またそのコスチュームのせい。
I unconsciously look down at my bodysuit. I don't know, but...
コンビは間違いだったみたい。
Oh. No, that's not what I meant to say.
ねえルミホ、その名前で呼ばないで。
I shut down. My mind is confused. I'm saying everything I want to say. I'm saying everything that I want to say. I've completely lost control of myself. I'm lost and confused. I flee from the shop. It's too much. It's too much pressure. I head straight home from there and locked myself away in my shell. Why did this have to happen? How can I fix things with Amane-san? After stripping off my Chat Noir costume, I ended up laying in bed in my underwear for hours, just thinking.
お嬢様、起きていらっしゃいますか？お嬢様。
Calling me from beyond the door is Kuroki, our butler. He sounds like concerned. After locking myself in my room, he's been checking on me periodically.
お怒りはごもっともでございます。しかしせめてお食事はちゃんととっていただけませんでしょうか。
I can sense the regret in his voice. Kuroki's feeling that way because he knows all along about the cult. He knew all about the cult stuff. According to him, Tenoji-san told him to keep it a secret because he wanted to surprise me. Kuroki completely bought into his lie. I know he wasn't trying to hurt me, but I can't just forgive him. Once I locked myself in here, I committed to being dragged into an infinite hole with no exit. Bitch.
ドアの外に簡単なお食事を用意いたしました。私のことは結構ですので、せめてご自愛くださいませ。
I felt like this before, but I worry she might actually do it. She's not saying she's gonna do anything super dramatic or drastic, but kind of more just she's just emotionally checked out and she's giving up. It could lead somewhere very drastic, and I hope it doesn't, but I've been to that point before. Actually, honestly, it kind of happens fairly occasionally. I've talked to some people about it before, and I think I have. I mean, I'm not sure. If talking to a professional and them giving you a guess of something is a prognosis when talking to a psychologist, like a clinical psychologist, then I think I have a form of depression. It's fairly minor, but it's situation responsive, if that makes any sense. She told me when we talked after a couple sessions that it seems that I have very strong reactions to sudden changes that are beyond my control. I do think that's probably true. The things I find the most distressing, even in day-to-day tasks, are when my best laid plans and my hopes of like keeping things organized and moving forward get ripped out from me. I make plans on top of plans and backup plans with those as well. Like, I really try and think things out through. Like, it helps me process and be efficient with my day. It brings me a lot of peace and comfort. And I even plan to like maybe not even have all time for everything I want to do. I usually have priorities of stuff I want to make time for, and then I just make the rest happen as best I can. But if those plans get really, really like shoved aside, if somebody else's needs supersedes my own, if things happen that are beyond my control and I just can't do anything else about it, it can make me emotionally very upset. And eventually, sometimes I get these moods where it becomes so much that I kind of just do a mental shutdown, and my emotions, I kind of push them aside, and I get very much enclosed, and I just don't want to talk to anybody, even people I really care about. And to be fair, just daily life stress like builds up enough where I usually have one day like that like once a month. I've been having these types of shutdowns most recently whenever I go shopping because of how scared everyone is with like the virus outbreak. I go out and I work hard and I get my shopping done and focus on that. Try and stay as safe as I can, staying as far away from people as I can, doing everything in my ability to keep myself safe. And then I get home and I start unloading. I unload the groceries and put everything away. And while I do that, I start to unravel the ball of stress that I built up as a shield. And afterwards, I kind of just come to emotional pieces. Like, I kind of just need to retreat and close myself away in my room for a little while and put on some music and just kind of veg, because that's all I can do at that point. Because I somehow, for me, I feel like it's a pressure release. I've been saying pressure a lot because I think of stress as a pressure, and I need to be able to vent it. And the best way I do that is on my own. It's hard though, because when you have people who you care about and who you love, and you've got responsibilities, every day, sometimes those people in those situations have no respect or understanding of what's going on, and that can be really hard and can make it a very difficult thing to process. But thankfully, I usually can manage it all right. And these episodes are pretty few and far between, but it's something I need to keep an eye on. So I plan to continue to see occasional counseling, especially if things go bad. And, as big changes occur in my life in the near future, I need to be prepared to handle it and to be able to be willing to ask for the help that I might need, and usually do need at some point or another. And that's the most important thing, is like, the last person to realize you have a problem, the last person to realize that there's a problem, especially in the mental field, the mental area, is usually the person having the problem. But if you can be aware of your own emotions enough to understand when things are overwhelming you and you need to just unplug for a little bit, you need to. I mean, while it does seem really sad that Faris is like refusing meals and not wanting to talk, it's kind of good. She needs this time to think. At the same time, she should be taking care of herself. She needs to understand that this is a temporary situation, and that there are people who do love and care for her. And most people can pull themselves out of it. But the people who have the most need, people who, like, for instance, maybe have been diagnosed with depression, are the people who, because of the chemical imbalances in their brain, do not see that this is temporary. It feels like it's going to swallow their whole world. And that's because that's in those moments, that's how I feel. Sometimes you just feel like you feel like you're standing there looking at yourself at the end of a dark tunnel and like, well, I'm never getting out of this again. But it always is temporary, and I usually can pull myself out quickly. But there's lots of people, some of them maybe you, who aren't so lucky. And so it's important to make sure that you still care for yourself and understand that even when it feels like no one cares, there are people who do. And people who'd be sad to see you gone or see you separate for too long. You need to be able to have your own private time. You need to be able to have your space to be able to think things through occasionally. But it's always temporary. There's something worth living for, whether it's currently existing or will exist in the future. Just because things feel bad doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. They can't. It's not the nature of humanity and decency in life. And there are people who end up getting in really bad situations, and sometimes it feels like they legitimately couldn't expect to be any hope. But I think the thing is that being human means that we're going to be in pain and darkness and fear and doubt. And yet being human also means that there's always hope that tomorrow can be better. And that if we are diligent and work hard and wait and look and keep our eyes open and keep the flame of hope in our hearts, that we think will be okay. Anyway, sorry for that rant, but it's something that's very personal to me. Again, this is why I think I really like the Faris character. Not only is she cute and intelligent and fun, but I do see a lot of me in her. I see a lot of the things that like aren't, you know, not the appendages of hobbies or mannerisms or anything like that, or even background, but at the core of Faris, the things that drive her, the things that motivate her, the things that drag her down to despair, the things that she despises, are the things that I also fear are dragged down by, despise, and cling to. I hate it when people lie to me. I hate feeling like I've been manipulated and outplayed. I hate feeling like people don't, like, and the worst fear is that people keep me around because it's easier than making me go away. Like, that's a deep, deep-seated fear in my heart. Wow. I don't think I've ever said that before to anybody. Sorry, I'm getting a little expositional on you, but I think that's the truth, and maybe that's because I hadn't really thought about it that way till now, but it's good that I have. It's good that I've talked it out, because I think that might be my core fear, the core fear that builds on all other fears, is that somehow I'm going to find myself alone, and without anybody or anything that truly cares about me somehow. And that's a terrifying, terrifying thought. It's one of the few things I genuinely think I would prefer death to. Like, that would be the worst thing I could ever experience in my entire life. Anyway, let's continue with Faris and her needed pressure release and reassessment. If I don't come out now, I might never be able to make up with the people I care about. These thoughts are almost enough to get me to reach out for the doorknob, but
はい、秋葉でございます。ああ、天王寺様。
crap. What a worse time. Tenoji-san?
いえ、こちらにはいらっしゃっておりません。はい。はい。
I guess Kuroki's still one of them at the end of the day. My feelings of regret once again turn into those of despair, being cheated. I hate this. I hate who I'm becoming. I hate this feeling of helpless despair. Why did it have to come to this? My eyes settle on the bodysuit on the floor. Careful. That's right, this is all started the minute I first put that suit on. Wearing the goggles made me feel like I could do anything. Hang on, isn't this also very similar? Yeah, this is the costume that Mayuri made for Moeka, isn't it? Or at least the sprite for it. It made me feel like a bold new me. It made me feel like I'd thrown away my Faris and Rumiho masks. See, that's interesting. Rumiho, that's her name. And she sees it as a mask. So who is the real Faris? Who is she truly? I wonder just how many masks I actually had. Maybe this is the cost of wearing that new mask. I've lost the most important person in my life. Again, by my own hands. As I set my gaze upon the night view outside my window, my cell phone unexpectedly rings. I don't feel like answering right now. It rings again, demanding my attention. Reluctantly, I pick it up. Okay. Save na. Uh-oh. Save na. That earlier call was from Tenoji-san.
いえ、こちらにはいらっしゃっておりません。
It wasn't about Faris. Holy crap. I have a bad feeling about this. I stand up from bed and grab my Chat Noir costume. And just then, Amane-san's smiling face races through the back of my mind. With that, I turn away from the costume and grab my regular clothes from the closet. The Braun Tube workshop is surrounded by a huge crowd of people. Both the police and the union members that called them are making a big fuss. This neighborhood is usually pretty quiet around this time of day, which makes all this activity that much more alarm-raising. The red emergency lights of the cop cars don't make the situation any less tense. Wait, something bad happened. Hang on, and there's more here. I want to look at this stuff. So, 8:10. So today, 1, 2. It's like at midnight, like right at the turn of the time. Then Suzuha, gonna call you, and Miyushi. Faris-chan, you didn't come to shop today. You okay? Suzuha-san said you caught a cold. Should I drop by to help tomorrow? Okay. No. Okay. Can't call anybody. Could Naya-chan be involved? I stand on my tiptoes and try to get a look at the situation past the crowds. The second I spot Tenoji-san up ahead, I immediately duck back down.
だからさっきから言ってるだろ。もう何時間もないと連絡がつかないんだ。
That's really not good.
あんたら警察はいつもそうじゃないか。なんで最初に相談した時に動いてくれなかった。たらい回しにされてる間、俺がどんな思いをしていたのか、おめえらにわかるか。
Dang, he's real upset, but that's because I would be so upset too if this were my kids. I'd be like, I'm not a violent person, but that could make me violent. The adults from the union are doing the best to hold the angry Tenoji-san back. On the flip side, the cops look like they've already given up trying to make excuses. Now that I look more closely, there are some union members missing. I wonder if maybe some of them went with the police to search for Naya-chan? Watching it all unfold from afar, I managed to grasp the overall gist of the situation. But now I regret not looking into that email further. I should have never taken my eyes off Naya-chan. I clenched both my fists tightly.
Mr. Brown! 一通り探してみたが見当たらなかった。本当に秋葉原駅へ行ったのか?
Okay. Yeah, Lukako, Okabe, and Kurisu.
神田川方面にもいませんでした。念のため中央通りに沿って末広町駅まで探したけど手がかりなしね。
Dang it.
すまねえな、おめえら。だがないわ。確かに秋葉原駅で友達を見送ってくるって言ったんだ。消えるはずがねえ。
Suzuha? The search team consists of Daru-san, Kiryu, and...
もう3時間になるね。携帯もダメなの？
Wait, Suzuha's here, then who is our friend? She's here too.
ああ、呼び出し音はするのに、くそ！
I should probably go and join the search team too. Amane-san's wearing her concern on her sleeve as she discusses something with Tenoji-san and Okabe-san. At this point, I don't know how I could ever show my face to them. Not to mention Tenoji-san is right there. The next thing I know, I'm running through the streets, conducting my own search. On the way to Akihabara Station, I peek into alleyways, look around some buildings, and stare into the darkness. Just need to find her. I need her to be okay. But despite my impatience, she's nowhere to be found. Come to think of it. This is the same area where I ran around Chat Noir with Amane-san. I still remember how liberating and fun it was. But now I'm just lonely. I'd rather disappear. How easily it'd be to just throw it all away and disappear. No! Disappear? Wait, what if this is connected to the urban legend about folks mysteriously vanishing? But wasn't that supposed to be one of Tenoji-san's lies? That can't be. They were actually witness accounts. That's right, somewhere around Mane Sebashi. A message now. Mane Sebashi. Oh, fetch, that's creepy. The puzzle pieces finally fall into place. I don't care if I'm being delusional. I'm fine with this just being a pure coincidence. All I know is that it's worth looking into. I have to go to Manseibashi. Manseibashi. I think that's where we're gonna have to end for tonight. Like, it's kicking off, man. It's kicking off. But I don't want to jump into that right now because I know I'm gonna really. I know this is a bit of a shorter episode, but like we can really sink our teeth into this nightmare next time. Holy crap! All right, thank you guys so much for being here. I know I hate combining a shorter episode with such a big like chunk of me chatting, but I feel like if I go much further, we're gonna get too deep into it and not want to break away. And it's just there's a lot of other factors going on too. So like I gotta end here, but thank you for your patience. I'm sorry, but let's make sure to continue this next week. Yeah, no, this is, like I said, Faris stories always seem to hit me really hard to my core, and so I can already tell you this is going to be one of my favorite ones of the Linear Bound Phenogram, just simply because it's so personal to me. I can definitely understand most people not seeing it that way, but I think it just speaks to me in a way that's so personalized and so powerful. It's hard for me not to get really caught up in what's going on. So I thank you for your patience. I'd love to know, like, what are your thoughts? Obviously, don't share anything too personal if you don't feel comfortable with it. But I also do think that sometimes it's good to get it out there, just to say something. And I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have any like interests or questions or concerns about these types of things. It's also important to make sure that you feel like you're 100% safe in your own mind. Just because you might brush it off doesn't mean that talking to somebody might not help. And I encourage you to, if you want to talk to somebody, reach out to somebody who's professional. Some people might see it kind of like, whatever, it's not really a big deal. But like being able to talk to somebody, especially someone who's trained for years to try and understand and learning how to approach and talk to people, can be really helpful. Is it always helpful? No. Not every counselor is going to be good for you, and not every counselor is going to be able to help. But it's good to try and reach out if you're feeling concerned. I think everybody should at least at some point try and talk to a counselor a few times, just because I think it's healthy. They can entice things out of you never would expect. But again, I also want to urge you to be just aware of yourself. Like, if you feel like your pressure's building up, take that step away. Let yourself have some breathing room. Try and keep yourself aware of your emotional state and fluctuations. Like, are you feeling like you're behaving differently? That might be a cause of concern. But it's hard to recognize that in yourself, so you have to be really vigilant, and you have to take things that you can like brush away really easily and really examine them under a microscope. It's just better for your health overall, and something that's helped me a lot. So I hope you do so. And then if you're having really dark thoughts about disappearing or whatnot, please make sure you reach out for help. Do what you can to keep yourself safe, because I guarantee you that there is a lot in the world that would miss you if you were to suddenly disappear. I hope Faris listens to that advice too. I hope she finds that in this moment of crisis, her personal crisis and the crisis for Nai, I hope that she's able to find herself again. And I think we're going to find out next week for that. But ultimately, just keep yourselves healthy, keep yourself safe, keep yourselves in check, especially with all the craziness going on in the world. This is a time where a lot of the demons in our minds might start attacking us, so it's good to be aware of it. But no matter what's going on in the real world and real life, like, it's always good to be checking in on yourself mentally, and just, also trying to be out there for those around you who might be struggling. Keep them in mind. Try and reach out, be a good friend, and don't just brush things off that bother you. Like, make sure you consider them properly and ask for help if you need it. Anyway, enough blabber jabbing and enough, preaching to the choir. I mean, I need this help as much as you do, if not more so. So, I'm not really one to be giving good advice, but I still think it's important. It's important to me. But until the next video watching me, I hope to see you next. I'll see you there.